Hello, Germany and Europe. My name is Mr.Panos, and this is a message from the Hellenic people around the world. Genius. Genius, genius, genius. What's happening to the Greek economy? Why is it in shambles? I'll tell you why. Because we've been playing a trick on you. We're lazy? No, we're resting. Sure, we worked for the Turks for 400 years. We're on vacation. The so-called crisis in Greece is the happiest day of my life when I heard that Germany was going to send another bailout. Bailout. Thank you for your money, Germany. We have been waiting a long time for war reparations from World War II. The Chancellor of Germany is Angela Merkel. She's a woman. So you're going to give me a loan? This is the first time a woman is giving man some money.
Kalimera σας. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Kalimera USA. We have a lot of wonderful guests in store for you today. Σήμερα ο καλεσμένος μας είναι ένα πρόσωπο που μας χαρίζει το γέλιο που τόσο έχουμε ανάγκη τη σημερινή εποχή. Έγινε γνωστός από τη συμμετοχή του σε stand-up comedy shows, αλλά και μέσα από το διαδίκτυο. Ο ιδιαίτερος χαρακτήρας του, ο Mr.Panos, που έχει υποδηθεί με επιτυχία, έγινε πολύ δημοφιλής στην Ελλάδα και την Κύπρο, όπου ταξίδεψε η εικόνα του μέσα από το ίντερνετ. Φυσικά μιλάμε για το πασίγνωστο stand-up κωμικό Yannis Pappas. Yannis Pappas has become an international headliner and internet sensation through his stand-up comedy shows, making him a popular star in the comedy world. He's best known for his viral video character, Mr.Panos, a Greek diner owner in Queens, and has been featured on television in Greece and Cyprus. His work has appeared on Comedy Central, BET, and MTV, and he was featured on the panel of VH1's Best Week Ever. Welcome, Yannis Pappas, or Mr.Panos, or Marisa, all these wonderful characters. I did it.
Very good. Thank you for having me. It's great.
Well, we're very happy to have you.
I'm sorry to make everybody speak English. I feel like I hate that when I'm in a country and like everyone's speaking their language and then I show up at the table and everyone's got to like retell it in English what the story they were just telling. They're all annoyed. They're like,
we all speak English here. All our guests.
but where does this go? This goes to Greece, right?
This goes to the United States.
Oh, it's the United States. Oh, comfortable.
Yeah,
What's up,
dude.
everybody? What's up, America?
He changed his tone. See how fast that went?
Yeah.
But all our guests, the new generation, they don't speak Greek that well.
Oh, yeah, that's me. That would be me too. Yeah.
Tell me about your background, John. Or Yanni. You like being called Yanni
I
or
go
John?
Yanni. Yeah, I go Yanni. I keep it Greek. Yeah. My parents are both Greek. My mother's from Greece. She's from Crete, so she's a little bit of a hothead. Mm-hmm. She owns 5 guns. No, I'm
I
just
love
kidding.
that.
I'm just joking.
Oh, we said that on that.
Yeah, because Cretans love guns. But no, she's from Crete. She's from Rethymno, and my father's from Imbros, which I guess is a Turkish prison camp now or something like that.
It was a beautiful island.
Yeah, it was
But
beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah, so he's from there. And yeah, my father was born here and my mother was born there. So I'm 1.5.
You're 1.5.
Yeah.
And family of brothers and sisters?
2 brothers. 2 brothers. My oldest brother, he works for the White House, I think now. He was just at the Department of Treasury, so he's a lawyer, and I do this. So
In your comics? Yeah, beautiful.
you could
You're
call
the
me
entertainment guy.
I'm the black sheep of the family.
Well, no, because, your parents, how did they feel about you going into entertainment?
They were just happy that I was doing something. I mean, I was never much of a productive kid. I was a class clown, and I never took anything seriously. Even in church, I was an altar boy, and I would just make all the altar boys laugh, and I was always cracking jokes. So,
Which church was this?
The Cathedral on East 74th Street. Father Bob. Yeah.
So did you have a lot of Greek American friends, or you were hanging out mostly with
At
the Americans?
church, but yeah, I didn't grow up. I grew up in Park Slope, Brooklyn. There wasn't a lot. I think I was the only Greek kid that I can remember being in the neighborhood. I can't even remember any other Greek kids in my neighborhood, but I would go to church every Sunday, and I was an altar boy, and so I would hang out with Greeks there.
And Mr. Panos, who is you're famous in the Greek American community for Mr. Panos. Every time I see this, these little videos that you have, I fall off my chair. I laugh every time.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
But you don't speak Greek, but you've got it down packed. Tell me what inspired you to create these characters.
Mr. Panos was just my observation, because I'm Greek, but I'm also American, and because I'm the only one in my family who doesn't speak Greek, and the Greek culture kind of escaped me. No, it didn't. I mean, I soaked it in, but it's not as strong. My brother went to Greek school. I didn't, So I was able to kind of be an insider and an outsider. So I always just kind of watched from the outside, watching Greek culture. And
Who did you base him on?
he's an amalgamation of a lot of people. Yeah, he's the prominent, the most salient people that pop out of my mind who he's based on is this one Greek waiter I remember in Greece who just had all these conspiracy theories, and he was just regaling us with conspiracy theory after conspiracy theory. Like when we just wanted like another bottle of Retsina, and he just kept being like, and then here's another thing, George Bush and this couple here. And so him and my mother, a lot of it's my mother, a lot of it's the Cretan, Mr. Panos is Cretan, so sort of the emotional, always grabbing the heart. My mother always used to clutch her heart, pretend like she was having a heart attack, very dramatic. And so he's a combination of a few people.
But you've managed to capture a lot of true points in these vignettes. Or in these features.
Yeah.
And these little movies. What do you want to call them?
I guess they're comedy shorts or
Comedy shorts,
internet
okay.
videos, vlogs. They're vlogs.
They're vlogs.
Video blogs. Yeah. Video blogs. Sorry, I dressed up for this. I'm in shorts.
You look great. You look
I look
awesome.
like I just came from the gym.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
Look at
cool.
you. You look like you're going to prom, and I look like I'm driving you there.
It's okay. You're great. Whatever comes out of your mouth is hysterical. That's all we care about.
Yeah, all right.
I just, what I found was endearing were the things that you were saying. And I would love to know who helped you do the research on a lot of the stuff that you were saying.
Just my background, I didn't really do too much research, but when I did have a question, I just asked my mom. Like if I did have a question about
The historical facts?
the historical facts or like the Orchidee vlog, which is pretty popular.
I think your best piece is the financial crisis.
Yeah, that's the one that's got
We
the
play a
most
joke.
traction. Yeah,
We
yeah.
play a joke on you.
Yeah, that comes from my mother, the Cretan history. You know what I mean? She's so Cretan. My mother's an attorney, she's a lawyer, but she's still got that villager in her, and she was born there. She was born in a village in Rethymnon, so it's there. So the passion and the fear of outsiders, kind of, and the Greek pride. So and it was I'm interested in the geopolitical landscape and what's going on, current events. So I was kind of up on the bailouts and stuff. So I just mixed the two and made the vlog.
It was hysterical. I love it. And whoever has not seen it, tell them where they can go.
Yeah, just go to YouTube. You can go to YouTube, Greek financial crisis. It'll come up. It'll probably be the first thing that comes up. Yeah.
Or Mr. Panos.
Or Mr. Panos. Yeah.
And then they'll all come up.
They'll all come up. Yeah.
How many videos are there?
It's got to be over 20 something. We just did one for the World Cup. That's coming up this year. He did one for his tips on. He's giving. Mr. Panos gives tips on how Greece can beat all the other countries. So,
Well, I mean,
not
we love
politically
this stuff.
correct tips.
We would love to put all this on air.
Before you show your yaya, make sure you review it first.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's always an expletive.
And he talks about his wife. We never see his wife. We
Yeah,
never see his children.
yeah. You never see his. Supposedly the cameraman is his son Yorgo, who's an aspiring filmmaker.
And his daughter?
And his daughter Christina, who lives in her room. And he's got her locked
You're
in.
making us look so good,
He's got traditional Greek soldiers standing outside her door, and you can see the changing of the guard outside her bedroom door. He doesn't let her outside.
But do you think
And
that
she's 37, I think.
is this how you perceive the Greek?
Yes, I've experienced it, and it is true. For the most part, and I don't know. I don't know if it's for the most part.
Is it the Greeks or is it the Greeks in America?
Greeks in America, yeah. Greeks in America. Well, I've never really dated a Greek girl, but there was a few.
But you dated girls that their dads had stuff.
I've never.
Soldiers outside their door.
Yeah.
For her.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah,
I want to hear the
No,
story.
I'm just kidding. No. But that would be funny, right? If you went here.
Give us her name. Who is she?
The dad invited you to watch the changing of the guard outside his daughter's bedroom.
That's hysterical.
Because they were guarding. I remember there was this one girl. I'll never forget this. We did an internship in college. Her name was Joanne, and she was gorgeous. Loved her, right? And we were hanging out all summer, and she was from Astoria. So we were in D.C., because that's where I went to college, and we were doing a summer internship there for AHIPAC, AHI, American Hellenic Institute. So, nothing ever really happened. We were just good friends or whatever, but I wanted to keep in contact.
Her dad's watching. Be
Yeah,
careful
her dad is like, yeah, there he
Bye.
is. We've been watching you the whole time. So I remember I just called her up, like, after the summer. You just broke your pencil. Somebody's a little frustrated. Are you having memories? I'm talking about Greek dads. You just break the pencil.
My dad got me upset.
So I called up to talk to her, and he started screening me like he was the NSA. He was asking me, all I wanted to do was talk to his daughter. So who are you? Who are your parents? What's the social security numbers? You have to leave me a urine sample. Blood, what's your blood type? How many percent is Greek in the family? You know, so he never even let her on the phone, and I've never heard from her. Never heard from her.
Oh my God, maybe
again.
this is the opportunity.
Yeah.
Joanne, if you're watching, this guy was always in love with you.
Yannis Pappas, AHI. Do you remember?
Here he is. He's here to date you.
1990. What was it? 1995 or 6?
He's a famous guy now. Your dad will definitely let you date him.
Well, especially now he sees I'm really Greek. I'm on Greek TV.
You want to say her last name, or we don't want to say her last
name? I don't remember her last name.
We don't remember her last name.
Yannis, something like
Joanne Diadoanis.
Yes, something like
are
that.
watching this guy right here.
Yannis
You were his
Pappas.
first love, and he's looking for you from college.
Looking for you. Your dad just wouldn't let it happen.
I love it. I love it.
So I've experienced it. And I've heard stories. Like, you know, Greek dads are very protective over their daughters.
Yes,
so it's kind of a double standard too, because the sons can do whatever they want.
But was your mom overprotective over you?
Well, she was overprotective in like the safety sense. She was very neurotic and didn't let me. We grew up in Brooklyn.
Didn't tell you who to marry?
Not really.
She want dowries?
No, yeah, she wants it to be Greek, I guess, but she never really gave me too much of a problem.
But did you date Greek girls?
I've never dated a Greek girl. I have never dated Greek. I have to. That's on my bucket list.
Well,
and
that's
now
why
I'm
you're
single.
so single.
I'm recently
that's
single.
That's why you're single, because if you would have dated a Greek girl,
I'd be married
you would have
right
never
now.
had let her go.
I'd be married, and I'd have a mustache and a cigarette hanging out of my mouth.
I don't know, the new Greeks.
Okay.
Well, I don't know how the Greeks take to your humor. How did they find Mr. Panos? Have you spoken to anybody from Greece or Cyprus?
If the emails, I get tons of emails and messages and comments, and you can even look under the videos and see the comments. They run the gamut, you know, which I enjoy. I mean, that's the kind of comedy I do. That's what I get a kick out of. I like it. I enjoy it just as much when somebody is annoyed by it or upset about it as when they find it funny. So I just want a strong reaction. You know, that's what I do. I'm an irritator. I'm an agitator.
I love it.
So I've gotten both. I mean, Panos is
But what are they saying? What are some of the negative stuff?
You know, he's perpetuating, you know, bad, negative stereotypes, that he's making Greeks look bad, you know. And I mean, look, if internet character can threaten the reputation of Greece, then Greece is really in trouble.
It's going to take a lot more than that.
I mean, it's a comedy, and just you know, I think some people it strikes really close to home. You know, that's what satire does. Like some people can see themselves in Pano, and a lot of times they don't like it. Yeah. So but mostly it's mostly good feedback, but the Greeks in Greece definitely have more of a split reaction than the Greek Americans, who seem to almost unanimously.
Do you travel in Greece these days?
I've never done comedy in Greece. I'm all over Europe. I just got back from Amsterdam and Edinburgh. And
you're very big over there. And what characters do they like?
I just do stand-up over there. Yeah, they don't even really know my characters. Actually, I'm a stand-up comedian, so the characters that I do, I created during my stand-up. You know, so like I'd be like, I have a Greek uncle, crazy Greek uncle, and then I just get into it, and I imitate him, and so.
But do you write all your work, or you have a team of people? You write everything?
No, just me, just me sitting around thinking of it, and then when we do Panos, we just turn the camera on and we just start shooting, and then whatever comes to me.
Improv.
Yeah, we pretty much improv it, and sometimes I'll work it out on stage, like live. Like the one I'm working on now, which we do live, is a conspiracy theory he has about Justin Timberlake, and Justin Timberlake is like a government robot to distract the people from the political landscape. Yeah, because you look at
like Wag the Dog.
Yeah, and they're basically saying, he says that Justin Timberlake was made in the Mickey Mouse Club, and that's a kind of a secret laboratory where the government makes like pop stars to distract the people. That's the new Mr. Panos.
I can't wait to see all these things. Mr. Panos is going nuts.
Sometimes I'll work them out on stage, and like, you know, by work them out I mean like play with them until I get them right, and people are laughing, and then we'll shoot them.
So Europe, you go mostly Amsterdam.
Scandinavia, I've been going.
You're very famous there.
I wouldn't say famous, but I go there a lot and do shows. I've been on television in Denmark, and Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Finland.
But humor varies from country. The type of comedy.
They're very cerebral. They're very, they don't laugh. Sometimes they clap a lot. They run everything through like a logical filter.
Wow.
Greeks, we're more, we talk with our hands, and we're emotional. romantic.
So you write for different audiences?
I skew it a little differently. Yeah, I will come up with a lot of material about that area while I'm doing it, but I'll try to just sell my jokes and just make slight adjustments for the cultural differences, you know.
What about America?
What about it?
What about it?
Best country in the world.
Who is Marisa?
Marisa is a Puerto Rican transsexual from the Lower East Side of New York City. That's who she is.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, she's very popular. She's the most popular
She's
one.
got a lot of hits.
Yeah, she's the most popular one, and her and Pano, and yeah, she's a very New York, very urban.
Why don't you make
character.
it Scandinavian now?
They don't even understand. If I start doing it in Scandinavia, they'll be like, "What is this?
Who is this
Who is
person?"
this? What's a Puerto Rican?" Puerto Ricans are pretty specific to New York and other big
Yeah,
cities.
we get it.
We
I
get
know,
it. Yeah.
we
New
get it.
Yorkers get it.
Yeah. So you co-founded Ditch. It is a comedy production company. This is fantastic. Tell us a little bit what you guys are doing these days.
We started it like you guys. You know,
We are
me and my
definitely
buddy,
startup.
we grew up together, and he was in advertising, and we just always shot videos and laughed and made comedy. So, you know, when the technology became easy to handle, and we just started, you know, making videos and putting them up online, and we do some branded content. We'll get hired by companies to do some humorous branded content, and so, you know, that's how we make a little side living. I got a couple things that I do, but that's a production company we have, Ditch.
Do you, I mean, are you like the geopolitical thing? Do you joke about what's going on in today's world, in the United States, and what's going on with the war in Syria? And
Yeah, I do. I got some new material on that right now about
give me
Syria.
one. Throw it out there.
Well, it's not made,
No.
but it's Greek TV, because I mean, you know, but Greeks got to keep it secret. It's not worked out. But the premise is that during the VMAs, that's a good time to start a war. You know what I mean? That is if you're gonna start like a war, do it during the Video Music Awards, because like if somebody's outfit malfunctions or something, you can just slide a whole war underneath the table without the American people. And even Miley Cyrus's name kind of sounded like Syria, so people were like, "Serious, Cyrus?" And then it was funny because like the Russians always object. They're always like, "Whoa, you got to go to the United Nations Security Council," and we're always like, "Oh, Russia, no." No, you should have put a LOL after that. No, we're America. We kind of just go ahead and break the rules.
We just do what we want to do.
And then I was thinking, like, the United Nations is kind of like it's kind of like
go through the U.S. Council.
Yeah, the United Nations is like they try to regulate, but nobody ever listens to them. They're kind of like a referee in like a WWE professional wrestling match, you know. Where like some guy, America come and we just hit the ref over the head with a chair, and then we just start doing all this illegal stuff, and then the ref like wipes out, he's like, "Shame on you, no, no, no," and we're like, okay, but then meanwhile the Iron Sheik's like bleeding on the floor. So that's the new serious stuff. Don't tell anyone. It's gonna, I'm still working it out. I'm figuring out the joke, but that's the new joke I'm working on. So yeah.
Where can we come see you?
You can. I am moving.
Want to see you?
I'm moving from New York. I've been living in New York, but I'm moving.
Oh my God! I can't believe you're saying this right now.
I have a big thing happening, television thing, but I can't talk about it yet because it has to be.
So we're going to be seeing you on.
You will be seeing me on TV. So look.
Out for this guy on American television.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show, and I'm very excited about it.
TV series?
It's a morning. It's an everyday show. It's kind of like.
We were going to offer you a morning show right here. It's going to be all you, Mr. Panos.
So, but I'll be back and forth, and I'm always on the road every weekend. If you just check my website, my schedule, I'm always traveling, doing stand-up. I'm traveling the country doing stand-up on the weekends. And I'll be back in New York a lot. So, you know, because my job's only 4 days a week. So I'll be here Thursday through Sunday.
4 day a week. I want that job.
Yeah, that's the way it should be. I always thought that. The 5-day work week was just an improvement from the 7.
The 3's even better. But...
Yeah, 3's even better. But 4 would be perfect. Be good for the economy. Greece, go to a 4-day work week.
Yes.
Because then there'll be more jobs, because there'll be more leisure, people will be spending more, there'll be more shifts. I think 4-day work week's the way to go.
I would love to see your stuff at the New York Greek Film Festival. And our next guest, stay with us guys, is James Demetro, the executive director of the New York City Greek Film Festival. And he has a lot of great movies this year. And we're looking forward to hearing what he's going to be bringing over from Greece. So we're going to be back right after these messages. Yannis Pappas, we love you, man. And stay with us for more successful Greek Americans.
Τώρα η ομορφιά δεν απαιτεί θυσίες. Στο The Face and Body Shop θα αποκτήσετε την ομορφιά και τη λάμψη που αξίζετε. Χρησιμοποιούμε μόνο βιολογικά προϊόντα στις βαφές μαλλιών, την αποτρίχωση και τον καθαρισμό προσώπου. Μοναδικά αποτελέσματα στη θεραπεία κυταρίτιδας και λέιζερ. The Face and Body Shop. Εμπιστευτείτε μας σήμερα κιόλας. Διεύθυνση 4021 23 Avenue, Αστόρια και τηλέφωνο 718 204 9390. Αναλαμβάνουμε την περιποίηση για τις μικρές πριγκίπισσες στα παιδικά πάρτι.
Το United Brothers Fruit Market, γωνία 30 Avenue και 33ος δρόμος στην Αστόρια, έχει όλα τα εποχιακά κυπευτικά, τόσο φρέσκα και λαχταριστά, σαν να βγήκαν από τον κήπο σας. Ανοιχτό 24 ώρες καθημερινά, σε 4.000 τετραγωνικά, προσφέρει μεγάλη ποικιλία από φρέσκα φρούτα και λαχανικά στις καλύτερες τιμές. Και τώρα, αποκλειστικά για το United Brothers Fruit Market, τοπικές φάρμες στο Long Island και Upstate New York θα παράγουν για μας εποχιακά φρούτα και λαχανικά, όπως ραδίκια, βλήτα, σέσκουλα, ντομάτες, φασολάκια, αγκινάρες, κουκιά και όλα τα φρέσκα μυρωδικά. Ροδάκινα με γεύση Ελλάδο και 11 ποικιλίες μήλων στο Apple House μας. Στο κατάστημά μας συνεχίζουμε να προσφέρουμε άριστη εξυπηρέτηση, καθαριότητα, τιμιότητα και εξαιρετική ποιότητα και για τους πελάτες μας 15 λεπτά πάρκινγκ δωρεάν. Και μην ξεχνάτε, το United Brothers, γωνία 30 Avenue και 33ος δρόμος στην Αστόρια, ποτέ δεν είναι αργά, γιατί είμαστε πάντα ανοιχτά.
Από τις 3 Οκτωβρίου επιστρέφει το 7ο Φεστιβάλ Ελληνικού Κινηματογράφου της Νέας Υόρκης. Για μία ακόμα χρονιά θα απολαύσουμε παραγωγές από τον ελληνικό κινηματογράφο σε επιλεγμένους χώρους. Στο φεστιβάλ θα πάρουν μέρος μερικά από τα μεγαλύτερα ονόματα του σύγχρονου ελληνικού κινηματογράφου. James Demetro, director of the New York City Greek Film Festival, is an important member of our community, not only bringing the Greek American community together, but also giving the opportunity for Greek filmmakers from around the world to showcase their work in New York City. James, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here.
You're doing wonderful work. I mean, we've been following the festival for 7 years. You've come a long way.
We have. We certainly have. I'm very proud of that.
And this was an initiative that began with the Hellenic Chamber of Commerce here in New York, and you have a wonderful board of directors. You want to talk to us a little bit about
The
that?
Hellenic American Chamber of Commerce, about 7 years ago, decided they wanted to do a Greek film festival, actually revive a Greek film festival. We've had others in the past in New York that had been just allowed to die away. And someone on the board knew of my interest in film, and particularly Greek film, and asked if I was willing to volunteer and give it a try. And that's how it all began. We started 7 years ago, minuscule budget of $17,000, and
Unbelievable.
here we are. Yeah, we've grown considerably since then.
Well, you have a lot of wonderful people supporting you, and
Yes,
the
that's true.
Onassis Foundation is one of your biggest sponsors.
This year, the principal backer of the festival is the Onassis Foundation USA, and we're very excited about that partnership. The Onassis Foundation has a long history in this city of presenting quality cultural events, and so we have a standard that we must live up to.
It's a wonderful
And
partnership,
I want
yes.
to,
And you are living up to it.
Well, I hope so. I hope so. I want very much to please all of our sponsors. Without them, it would be impossible to do a festival.
Well, I mean, you know, throughout the years you've been working tirelessly to find films, and this year you have 14 films coming over.
Yes, we have. And this is ironic because Greece is in the midst of this terrible economic crisis. You would think that the filmmaking possibilities would be completely dried up by now. And yet I really don't remember a year since we started when we had as many films
submissions
to take a look at and to see whether they should be included in our festival or not. So this is very exciting. It's kind of unexpected. But I think what's happening is the crisis is really inspiring
Creativity.
artists, sure,
The
to
Greeks-
express themselves and to actually, they're going to find a way. If they have something to say, they're going to
They're gonna
find
say
a way
it.
of saying it. And
Greeks
this is
are outspoken. That's one
and
of our
this is what's
specialties.
happening. The only drawback I see is we try always to get a balance in our selections. We like to do everything from commercial films to artistic films. We want to do dramas. We want to do comedies. This year there were no comedies.
Well,
it's you know,
it's not
people
a year,
are not
it's
laughing.
not a year of you're right, of
People
happiness,
are
but
not laughing.
But the filmmakers are. There's so many talented filmmakers in Greece. There's so many talented director of photography.
I agree with you. I agree
in
with
Greece.
you.
Directors.
They are incredible, and
actors.
if you look at the films they make, they look like they cost hundreds of thousands of euros.
And they made them happen.
For nothing.
This time of the crisis, and I think the last time, and I was trying, during an interview with the Christoforos Papakaliatis, who I'm a very big fan of, we were talking.
You're going to see him at the festival this year.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see all these films, and we're going to be seeing some of a couple of scenes from your films that you've chosen this year. But I was saying to him that, you know, I think this is a new wave again, just like there was a wave right after World War II. Greece's golden years of filmmaking, Finos film, was right after World War II, and I feel that this is happening now again in Greece.
And you know, it's more difficult now, and I'll tell you why, because there is no studio system. With the studio system, you had support. There was a support group that helped you get your film done. Now people are on their own.
They're getting cameras and getting
on the
streets,
films are
and
made
that's
on the
all
barter
they
system.
should be doing.
You know, I work on your film for nothing. You work on my film for nothing.
That's how we did it in film school. It was like student films. That's how we made them.
And some very, very interesting films this year.
So tell us about what we're going to be seeing this year. Tell us some of the most exciting films that you're very interested in.
I don't know about most exciting. I love them all. So I find it difficult to choose one over the other. I can tell you that they are provocative, European type films. And I think they will not disappoint the audience. One film comes particularly in mind right now, for no particular reason, I should say. It's a movie that we're getting directly from the Montreal International Film Festival. It has not played in Greece yet. It doesn't open until late fall in Greece. It's called The Tree and the Swing, To Dendro και η Κούνια. The director is Maria Duza. And it's such a handsome film. Beautiful, beautiful production values, good old-fashioned family drama. A young woman who lives in London, she's a successful physician, decides to go back to Greece to reconcile with her estranged father. And when she gets there, nothing is as she expected. A lot of family secrets come out. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful film. About love and repentance and acceptance, and one that the entire family can see, and we're
looking forward to
very
seeing
proud
it.
of that. It's a wonderful
So
film.
many wonderful directors and storytellers.
And of course, our big event this year, you mentioned Christoforos Papakaliatis.
A must-see. What If is a must-see.
Of course, the Greek title,
An,
it's the big box office hit. Everywhere this film plays, audiences are cheering it. I have never encountered a film with this kind of audience appeal. It's just incredible.
Incredible.
And this is a real Hollywood type movie. It's just a terrific love story, and because we believe a lot of people want to see it, we booked the Ziegfeld Theater, landmark theater in New York City, largest theater in the city on West 54th Street in Manhattan, on Thursday, October 10th. And I want to see every one of the 1,100 seats filled.
Yes.
I don't know.
We
You think
are
we're going to? Are we going to do
you
it?
to go and see at the Ziegfeld Theater.
We want all Greek Americans to come and bring their non-Greek friends.
Yes.
This is a movie.
It's subtitled.
Everybody's going to
We have
enjoy.
to say that there's
all
subtitles.
our films are subtitled. Absolutely.
All films are subtitled. They are must-sees. 14 wonderful films coming this way. Tell us a little bit about when and where.
Well, we start on the 3rd of October at the City University of New York, the Graduate Center on 5th and 34th Street. That's a free event. It's a documentary called Naked Hands, Gymna Cheria. It's about the American career of Demetro Mitropoulos, first at the helm of the Minneapolis Symphony Orchestra and then with the New York Philharmonic. The director will be here. This is a co-production, co-presentation with the Onassis Foundation, so we're very happy about that. We start at the Museum of the Moving Image in Astoria on Friday night, October 4th, and we start with a wonderful documentary. Again,
the Greeks make great documentaries.
Appropriate for the entire family. This one is in English. It's made by a Greek American. It's called Hello Anatolia, and It's a young Greek-American fellow, leaves corporate America, goes to Izmir, to trace the roots of his family.
Beautiful.
And he stays, he gets married, he starts a family.
Beautiful.
And he's made this wonderful, wonderful film.
Fabulous.
That deserves to be seen.
He found his purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
His roots
he
and
says
his purpose.
It's the film is about finding home. Right. And it's so touching and absolutely lovely. Christoforos Stamelos is the director of that. And
you also have a Cypriot film coming.
Yeah, I wanted to say what we're going to do. We're celebrating the opening at the museum with a free coffee and cake reception before the screening. The reception is at 7 and the film is at 8.
Where can someone log online? And
well, all the information is on our website, www.nycgreekfilmfestival.com. And people can buy tickets online if they wish. They can buy tickets over the phone, charge without any additional service charges. I can give the number if you like. It's 212-510-8524.
So, Jimmy, for our viewers and our audience that are aspiring filmmakers that do want to submit their work, what does it take? What is the criteria to get into the Greek New York City Film Festival?
Well, first of all, the director has to be of Greek descent. Most of the films we show are in the Greek language by directors living and working in Greece. However, we've shown films by Greek Americans, we've shown films by Greeks living in Germany, Greeks living in Sweden. So we don't limit ourselves to Greek product per se, but there has to be some connection to Greece and the Greek film industry. And we look for films that are quality, have certain quality that would appeal to our audience. Basically, we want films that respect the audience and give them something to think about.
So movies that appeal to the audience.
Sure.
And not just Greek audience, Greek American audience, to Philippines, to
we
all
estimate
audiences.
about 20% of our audience is non-Greek.
Well,
that's an unscientific estimate, but it's, we think it's that.
We're going to get it out there, and we're going to bring as many people as possible
I
to
hope
watch
so.
these wonderful films. Let's see which films made it into the Greek New York City Film Festival this year.
Θα είμαι στο τελικό.
Στα κορίτσια μου.
Θέλω να κερδίσω.
Jimmy, those were wonderful films. I'm very excited. You all have to visit this film festival, support the wonderful Greek artists that have brought their films here in the United States. And we're going to be
people can Google,
covering this event.
People can Google New York City Greek Film Festival, and it will lead them to our website where they'll find complete descriptions of the films and discover how to order tickets either online or by phone.
Wonderful. We're not going to be missing this, and we don't want you to miss it. And thank you so much for being with us.
May I just say we're at the Museum of the Moving Image on October 4, 5, and 6. We're at the Cinema Village on 12th Street in Manhattan, October 7, 8, 9. The Ziegfeld Theater on the 10th. Then we're at the NYIT Auditorium, Broadway and 62nd Street on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, October, I think it's 11, 12, and 13. And then for the very first time this year, beyond the city limits, we're playing 2 nights on Long Island at Port Washington, the Bowtie Cinema on Main Street on Tuesday and Wednesday, October 15 and 16.
Well, that's fabulous. And we will all be there.
Great.
Will we be meeting some of the filmmakers?
Yes, as a matter of fact, 3 or 4 have already confirmed that they will attend, and we're kind of waiting for another 2 to accept our invitation.
Well, we're looking forward
So
to it.
it will be indeed very special to have them with us.
Yeah, well, continue your wonderful work.
Thank you, and
New
thank
Greek
you.
TV is here to support
and
you.
I thank you for giving us the time and for your interest in the film festival. And I look forward to seeing everyone there.
Well, thank you, Jimmy. We will all be there. We will be right back right after these messages for more on Kalimera USA. Here on 14th, a full-service salon that has a professional staff committed to providing a sophisticated, warm environment. Our expert stylists use the best products available in the beauty industry today. Come experience our superior techniques in highlights, color, cutting, styling, and more. Our Euro Laser Clinic has certified laser specialists that remove unwanted hair utilizing the Zimmer cooling method.
Ο Dr. Peter Πατέτσιος είναι board certified γενικός ενδοκεχειρουργός και συνεργάζεται με το St. Francis και το North Shore University Hospital. Το πλήρες εξοπλισμένο μας ιατρείο προσφέρει όλες τις θεραπείες αγκιακών παθήσεων, διαγνωστικούς υπερήχους όλων των αρτηριακών και φλεβικών ασθενειών, θεραπεία της φλεβίτιδας με λέιζερ και σκληροθέραπη με εξαιρετικά αποτελέσματα και επεμβάσεις που προσφέρονται στο άνετο περιβάλλον μας. Ο Dr. Πατέτσιος και το προσωπικό μιλούν ελληνικά. Για ραντεβού επικοινωνήστε στο 516 570 6818.
Είμαι πολύ επερήφανος που προσφέρω τις υπηρεσίες μου στους ανθρώπους που υποφέρουν. Κάνω το καλύτερο, εύχομαι υγεία σε όλους.
How lucky can one guy be?
From the age of 16, Christoforos Papakaliatis has been lighting up the TV screens and stages throughout Greece. And now he's here in the United States to debut his first film, What If?, which is a wonderful film that is based on the struggles of relationships throughout this trying time of Greece. But love and fate prevails, and Christoforos doesn't want to do this interview in English. However, I'm going to insist. Welcome to New York, Christoforos.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for all this. And I'm going to try and be good in English.
And if you feel uncomfortable, you can answer in Greek.
Okay, okay. Θέλω να διορθώσω, I will say it in Greek. Okay.
I loved your film. It was moving, heartfelt. I really want to know what inspired you during this time to write this film.
Actually, because the story of the film has to do with how is it to be in love, have a person, have a family, a child in the crisis in Greece. And the other side of the story is how is it to be all by yourself as a bachelor. So these two sides of life, you know, this is what if. Αυτό που λέμε το αν πολλές φορές. So this thing I carried with me as well. So my inspiration, I think, it was all the things that I carry, all the things that I live, all the things that I want to live, and everything that's happening around me.
First time directing a film.
Yep.
How easy was it to direct and act?
It's never easy to do everything together. Write the script, then direct it, and then act. It's a very difficult combination. But this is what I do many years now. And those three roles are three different sides of myself. So it's very personal.
Do you find it easy directing your friends that are actors that you've acted with?
Yes, I find it very easy because we're so good friends, so we don't have a problem. I mean, I know them, they know me, so.
You have a wonderful cast, and I'm a very big fan of Marco Du and Yorgos Kostadinu.
It was my honor that they accept this role. I wrote the roles and I didn't know if they would accept, because if they wouldn't have accepted, I would change everything.
Oh my God.
And it was a great experience working with them. They are history.
On that note, these people were part of a golden age of film in Greece.
Yeah.
And the new generation, which struggles, film has been a struggle for artists, and for some reason television series preceded films.
Yeah.
What do you think makes film so difficult to produce in Greece, and what difference is the time now than from Panos films?
The big difference from the 60s is that first of all the television. In the 60s there wasn't any television. Another thing I think is that in Greece we don't have an industry. We don't have the money to produce so many films like you do in the USA because of our language. We have other things to produce in Greece, but not cinema. It's very difficult to make a movie. In Europe, it's difficult to make a movie, although Europe is building a hell of an industry. But in Greece, things are quite difficult, especially nowadays, because of the crisis.
What is your message as a Greek celebrity to the rest of the world about Greece and how it's being portrayed?
Okay, when I started doing this movie, because with a movie, it's very easy for you to travel around the world. So what I wanted is to show some pictures of our city, Athens, not similar to the ones that all the news in TV around the world and all the internet is showing. Pictures and places that do exist in Athens that are beautiful and that people could visit.
You chose wonderful locations, Plaka, which is
Plaka.
one of my favorite. As a Greek abroad, we all want to go to Plaka. There's something special about Greece.
Of course, there's something special about Greece and about Plaka because it's all the culture, the history and the energy, the light. Το κλίμα θεωρώ πάντα καθορίζει τον πολιτισμό των ανθρώπων και τη σκέψη τους. Για τον απλούστατο λόγο ότι σε ένα τόσο ήπιο κλίμα, όπως είναι το ελληνικό κλίμα, τα πράγματα υπάρχει μεγαλύτερη ποικιλία. Υπάρχουν πολύ περισσότερες οπτικές στους ανθρώπους. Και αυτό είναι ένα χαρακτηριστικό που έχουμε εμείς οι Έλληνες και που ποτέ δεν πρόκειται να χάσουμε. Με τα καλά και τα κακά.
Another thing that the Greeks have is a lot of talent. The cinematography was wonderful, and the acting was impeccable. I'm a big fan of Marina Kalogiru, I think.
Of course. Without Marina, the movie...
So much passion.
Without Marina, Marina is the 50% of my movie.
Absolutely. Well, you're all a part of it in equally...
all the actors, Maria Solomou, Vasilis Karalambopoulos, all the guests, and Themita Bazaka, my mother.
Yes.
She's great.
It is a movie that keeps you engaged, and the actors and the artists from Greece have so much to say to the world, and I think that through your film, you have a lot to say. Tell me about the industry today and what is the future for these artists?
Okay, first of all, I don't think there is an industry to start with.
There is an industry.
No.
You're in it for many years.
Yes, but...
what can you do as the existing industry, regardless of whether it's large or small, it exists, and you are making a mark in the world.
If you love very much and if you're passionate, and pathos with what you're doing, and you work very, very hard, then you do it.
Do you think that your new generation can change Greece? What do you think Greece needs to change?
Many things. First of all,
we're not going to speak politics, no way. But I mean, let's talk about
the politicians, I think, and the way of thinking as well.
But they're Greeks.
Yes, of course they're Greeks, but I'm telling you, things are not exactly the way we thought they were, and it's very difficult to realize that. It's very difficult to realize and very difficult to process the whole thing.
A lot of drama, but a lot of happiness. And one thing you do happen to capture and balance throughout your film is just the right amount of drama, the right amount of comedy. I saw a lot of wonderful elements. Who has influenced you as a director from the great directors that you grew up as idolizing?
Neil Jordan is a great director, which many directors. Actually, nearly everybody.
So there's a little bit of everyone inside you.
Yes, of course.
And now you're in the United States, and you will be hitting Los Angeles. How do you see Hollywood as an artist? European films,
it's a
very different from American.
Yes, Hollywood is a very shiny industry. It's a machine that provides and creates fairy tales. I like fairy tales personally.
We need more fairy tales.
Yes, especially nowadays, that things are not European to like at least everything changes in Europe.
So Christoforos is creating fairy tales for Greece. One of the most successful actors and now directors and writer. Christoforos is in the United States, and a lot of Greeks from abroad are going to be viewing your film, and a lot of foreigners are going to be viewing your film because New York is a place that loves foreign films. What do you want them to feel when they leave What If?
What do I want them to feel? I think I want them to be more supportive to the Greeks, because right now the Greek people need a lot of support. And I know that Greeks around the world love the Greek people. It's a very difficult situation, what's happening right now in my country, in our country. And I hope that we're going to come out of it.
Oh, we've been through worse.
Yes, exactly. History shows that Greeks always are winners.
Prevail.
So what I really want is to show people that Athens and Greece has so many beautiful pictures and that we are capable of producing stuff.
Yes, we are.
We are.
You are. What's up next for you?
Not only me, I think I work with all those people who are so capable and so talented. I really worked with so many. I was very, very lucky because everybody in that movie was so extremely talented.
What's up next for Christoforos Papakaliatis?
What's up next? My new movie.
Oh my God, there's another one so quick in 1 year.
No,
I'm telling you, he's a superstar.
I'm writing it now. I'm at the beginning. I'm writing the script. And hopefully after summer, I want to start shooting.
Same type of genre, same type of comedy, drama together?
Comedy and drama together, yes. Different story, totally different story. And it's going to be very interesting because I'm going to combine different languages and different countries.
A message for our viewers watching New Greek television.
A message for New Greek TV. I hope that you still carry on doing what you're doing for Greeks, για τους Έλληνες. Και είναι πάρα πολύ ωραίο αυτό που έχεις κάνει και θα το πω στα ελληνικά γιατί μιλάμε για Έλληνες. Είναι πάρα πολύ δυνατό, είναι πάρα πολύ θαραλέο αυτό που έχεις κάνει και μακάρι να συνεχίσεις να το κάνεις γιατί θεωρώ ότι έχει αποτέλεσμα.
Χριστόφορο, σε ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ που ήρθες στη Νέα Υόρκη και μας έφερες αυτή τη φοβερή ταινία και το λέω ελληνικά γιατί I have to as well.
Εγώ ευχαριστώ.
We want to thank you for being on New Greek television. We want to thank you for bringing this wonderful film to the United States and showing people through your eyes the beauty of Greece regardless of whether it's in a crisis or not.
Exactly.
And you will see more of Christoforos Papakaliatis. Stay tuned for a lot of great work coming out of that great mind, heart, and soul. Because he is a Greek, and Hellenism is part of his spirit, and that's why he is so creative.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Ολοκαίνουριο κατάστημα στην καρδιά της Αστόριας. Τσακίρης Μαλάς. Τα καλύτερα και τα πιο μοντέρνα υποδήματα άριστης ποιότητας από Ελλάδα, Ιταλία και Ισπανία. Το κατάστημα που εξυπηρετεί κάθε ανάγκη της σύγχρονης γυναίκας και του άντρα. Τσακίρης Μαλάς, 3143 Steinway Street, Αστόρια, καθώς επίσης στο 7111 Austin Street, Forest Hills και 1206 Kings Highway, Brooklyn.
Homeric Tours. Πάντα κοντά στην ομογένεια, πάντα με χαμηλότερες τιμές. Homeric Tours, το γραφείο παράδοση που επί σειρά ετών φροντίζει τον Έλληνα ταξιδιώτη με υπευθυνότητα και του προσφέρει ασφάλεια και άνεση στα ταξίδια του. Homeric Tours, το α και το ω για τα ταξίδια σας. Για πληροφορίες και κρατήσεις θέσεων, τηλεφωνήστε στο 212 753 1100.
We're with a Greek music pop star heartthrob, Stan, the man in the States. Stratos Adipariotis is here on New Greek television. Ladies, watch out. Everyone is trying to get in the doors to see him. Stan, welcome to New York. Welcome to America. He's on tour here.
Yeah. It's been a pleasure, being here. Every time I'm in the stage, I'm really enjoying it. I'm really having fun.
And they're enjoying it too, believe me. Tell me a little bit about your background. You have a wonderful story. How did you get into the music business?
I think it's by accident, actually. I used to live in Paris. I used to be an electrician. Then I had a producer who was a friend of mine. He wasn't that well known back then, And he actually called me because he found out from some friends that we had in common that, I was into music things, And so I went to Athens. I said to my parents that I wasn't going for being a singer or something. I just told my parents that
I'm going for a seminar.
Yeah, no, I'm going for shopping actually.
Oh, okay.
So I went to Athens. I met with a guy. We started working together. We made a couple tracks. So he sent them to some companies in Greece. So the companies liked my voice in the demo, so they wanted to meet me, and that's how I started. Like, I wasn't expecting to have a career or something.
But you see how great it is? I mean, when you have a natural talent, the audience loves you. What inspires you, and who writes your music?
I write my own music, and I write also music for other artists like Christoforos, or like Vegas, or like I wrote, one of my greatest hits was Last Summer, which was like a huge phenomenon back in Greece as an English track.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you write music? You save the best lyrics for you, or you give them to?
No.
I'll give Mr. Psyche, and I'll keep the good ones.
No. Because all people asking me this question, I believe that a good song is always gonna find the right artist who's gonna perform it, and that's what's happening with me. Like, I never keep the good songs for myself and give them the rabbits,
So how do you find the Greek-American audience? You've been touring in the United States.
They're pretty cool. I mean, they seem that they're enjoying it. Like, my last show was in LA, and I wasn't actually feeling that I was a singer and they were the audience. I was feeling like we were all,
big parea.
Yeah, big parea, and I was singing for them. Like, but it's great. I mean, I'm really enjoying it.
What's going on with the new artists in Greece? Tell us a little bit about Greece today.
It's a little hard if you want to start something new in Greece generally, but not even, not just an artist or a new company or anything. It's hard to begin something great and new in Greece, but I mean, if you got the talent and you're prepared to work hard for it, I believe that you always got a chance.
Tell me about you and what you're doing in Athens these days. When everybody comes to visit you, where can they come find you?
I'm touring all over Greece, Cyprus, Germany, England. Now I'm in the States, and I'm having this big tour now. When I go back to Greece, I'm gonna have my first gold record.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah, I'm so glad of it. And then I'm performing in the Mad Awards.
The Mad Awards, yes.
Yeah. Which is a huge VMA award for Greece. It's in 25, and I'm also participating in 2 categories. The one is for the best urban video clip, and the other is for the great male artist. But all the other guys.
You are a great male artist.
You know what?
Pop,
all the other guys have been in this industry for like more than 10 years, so I'm the youngest.
It's okay. You're the new kid on the block.
Yeah.
That's writing music for all the big guys now.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing. So how old are you, Stan?
I'm 25 years
25.
old.
You have a long way to go. You're starting out really wonderful.
Thank
and
you.
Which singers do you appreciate in Greece? Who were some of your idols growing up?
I didn't grow up with Greek music that much, but I really respect my components now in the awards, like Yorgos Mazonex or like Sakis Zouvas or like Michalis Handzigiannis. They're so many years in the industry, and all I can say is just respect to those guys. I mean,
right.
They're great.
And who do you like from foreign artists?
There are a lot of artists like Drake or like Rihanna or like Chris Brown.
So these are the
music industry here in the States is so big and has
diverse.
so much talent in it. So
you like it all.
Yeah.
Well, we love that. We're looking forward to seeing more of you. And where can some of your fans find you online?
They can find me on my webpage, which is stan.com.gr. And they can find me on my Facebook page, which is Stratos Stan Antiparioti.
What is your message for our viewers on New Greek television?
Stay Greek.
I like that.
Stay Greek.
All right, Stan, well, we're very happy to have you. Thank you for coming on our channel.
Thank you, it was an honor.
We will be promoting all your stuff.
Thank you very much.